Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the FSS Football channel and today's match preview for the Manchester United versus Leicester City game. Now this is of course our second game in what is a hectic fixture list. Of course we play Liverpool in just 2 days time. What is this fixture list? And with that fixture list I expect to see changes today. Of course, if we're talking about this game, Leicester City, they're sitting third in the Premier League. While they lost their last game to Newcastle, look, they are third in the league for a reason. They are a good side. And they have an advantage over us today because they don't have Liverpool in 2 days' time. They can play their full squad where we can't. We've just played Villa where we played pretty much full strength. So what are we going to do today? Are we going to play full strength? Are we going to rotate? We just don't know. Of course, Manchester United did beat Villa in our last game, beating them 3-1 with Edinson Cavani scoring a header after coming off the bench. Also, more good news about Edinson Cavani. He, of course, signed a new 1-year extension at the club, keeping him here for the rest of this season and, of course, next season as well. Now, of course, we have played Leicester twice this season. Of course, we drew 2-2 to them in the Premier League with Axel Tuanzebe scoring an own goal in the 85th minute. And, of course, we did play him also in this FA Cup quarter-final where we got embarrassed 3-1, and obviously we got knocked out where Leicester then went on to play Southampton and made the final where they'll face Chelsea. Now if we're talking team news for this game, Leicester City, they're without 3 big players for them. That's James Justin, Johnny Evans and Ashley Barnes. Whereas Manchester United, a little bit better. Martial, while he's still out, he's back in training. We're still unsure about Dan James. And Harry Maguire, he looks like he will be out. We don't know the full extent to his injury yet. But look, for me, no matter what, don't play him. If he's there or thereabouts, rest him, play him against Liverpool. Because I don't think, especially with him being injured, he can play Liverpool and Leicester. He has to pick one. And I think Liverpool has to be the game for Harry Maguire. So I wouldn't play Harry Maguire today. And with that being said, this is the team I think we should go with. And to be honest, I think we might go with this team. We're in a situation where, because we have to rotate, because we've got such a hectic fixture list, we just simply do not know what's going to happen. We simply do not know what is going to happen in this game. All I know is whatever happens in this game, we need to use our substitutes. So obviously this is the team I think we will go with. I think we'll go with David De Gea in goal. I just think I would put De Gea in goal. He would be my number one. I've put him in there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dean Henderson, but I do think at some point in these 3 games we have to see David De Gea. Probably if David De Gea is going to continue to be the backup to Henderson in the Premier League, De Gea probably has to come in for this game. It's then a back 4 of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Tuanzebe and Telles. I've tried to keep it fairly similar. I don't like us completely changed our back 4, especially against a good side that is Leicester. I think Tuanzebe and Lindelof, they've proven they're a very good centre-back partnership against PSG. I believe they played together against AC Milan, or might have been Granada. I think they worked together quite well, so I would go with them. Telles at left-back, he played really poorly against Roma when he came on in that second half. We know Luke Shaw has had injury problems in the past. It looks like he might be over them, but we're not 100% sure, so it's not worth risking him, and he is going to be crucial against Mohamed Salah in that Liverpool game next. Wan-Bissaka keeps his place because I don't think Williams is good enough. I would bring Williams on though at half time because Wan-Bissaka simply can't play this full 90. In the double pivot, I've then gone for Donny van de Beek and Nemanja Matic. Look, we need to rest McTominay. We need to rest Fred. They are 2 key first team players and they will definitely start against Liverpool. So play Matic and play Van de Beek in that double pivot. Let's see how well it works. I think this is the only really opportunity we're going to see Donny van de Beek actually playing the pivot alongside someone. Because I don't think he trusts Van de Beek next to Fred in the pivot. Maybe you trust him next to McTominay, but he definitely trusts him alongside Matic. So I would go Van de Beek and Matic, which then leaves space for Juan Mata to play at 10. Maybe you do bring Bruno on. I just think you can't play Bruno. Bruno's playing so much football right now. Just give him a rest. Although I am fearful he might play him. On the left, I've gone for Rashford. I don't think Rashford is in great form. I wouldn't start him against Liverpool. I would start Greenwood and I'd start Cavani. And then obviously Pogba on the left and Bruno at 10. So that does mean there is room for Rashford on the left. So I would go for Rashford on the left. I would then go for Diallo out on the right. Dan James isn't fit. Diallo kind of has to then play. And then I've gone for Cavani up top. Look, he's a goal scorer. He gets a goal or two in the first half. And then we can take him off. Take him off. And then, look, if he's fit enough to start against Liverpool, brilliant. And then if at half-time in that game, maybe you take him off. I think we have to try and use our squad in this game. And I think that team has a good mix of experience and first-team players in the likes of Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Cavani, Rashford. And then some players that could be in the first team. You look at the likes of Van der Beek, David De Gea, Telles, you could argue should be, Matic. So I think that's a good mix of players there. While you're also bringing some players out of nowhere, really, in Tuanzebe and Mata and Amad Diallo. So I think that is a good mix, and I think that could do a good job against this Leicester side. Although, like I said, we don't know what Leicester side is going to turn up, but they're probably going to be pretty full strength. And look, if we get the normal Leicester, they're going to be a really good side, and we're going to struggle in this game. However, let's hope we get the Leicester side that came out against Newcastle, and then we will certainly have a little bit of hope in that game. And then finally, just on the game, pretty much going over what I've already said. This game is going to be so unpredictable because we simply don't know what is going through Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's head. We know he needs to make changes. Well, we think he needs to make changes. He said no one's going to play all 3 games. Is he going to keep that promise? Is he going to keep that statement true? We don't know. Like I said, we can usually predict thereabouts what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to play. We know usually he will go with that McTominay and Fred double pivot. He will probably use Rashford out on the left or the right. But today we simply don't know. We really, really don't know. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how he lines up. I think that's what makes this game so unpredictable. We don't know what's going to happen. But I think we will get something. Look, we don't lose many games. We've only lost 4 games this season, but we draw far too many. I think we're going to get another draw today, to be honest. And I think that will be the best we can really ask for. I don't see us beating this Leicester side, especially if we do massively rotate, especially if Leicester are full strength. So because of that, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Of course, you guys can let me know down below what your team would be and what your score prediction is. Mate, please do tune in for the watch long. The details are on my side. And I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.